students, we're now going to begin talking about Unit 1 that is due this week. Unit 1 will be on Chapter 1 in Layman's book. And in this chapter, we're going to cover the basic concepts that you need to grasp as we enter this course on logic. These are very important concepts. They're basic to everything that you'll be thinking about and studying this semester and in knowing what logic is. So what is logic? Logic is the study. It comes from logos in the Greek, and it comes from the study of anything. The reasoning, the word is what it is. And so when we come to logic, we're talking about reasoning in general. And the thing is, everyone reasons. The question is whether we reason badly or good. And so in this chapter, we're going to cover what is logic and then other basic concepts to logic. And some of these are simply, what is an argument? So what is an argument? An argument is a group of sentences that have premises and then a conclusion. And we all do this all the time. So an argument is something that has premises and a conclusion. And then we'll also cover what validity is and what soundness is and what the difference is between them. And many times as students enter this material right here, there's sometimes a struggle in understanding the difference between validity and soundness. Validity deals with the form of the argument. What is the actual form of the argument? So a form that you will learn is modus ponens, that if A, then B, A, therefore B. That is just substituting sentences with letters and showing us the form of the argument. And validity deals with whether the premises naturally and necessarily lead to the truth of the conclusion. So validity deals with the form of the argument. Soundness pertains to the truth of the particular premises of the argument. So if an argument is sound, then each premise is true. Validity, if an argument is valid, then if all the premises are true, then the conclusion must follow. So validity deals with form of the argument, and we're going to learn all of these forms. And soundness deals with the truth of the particular premises. So what we want is, in logic, is we want an argument that is valid, where if all the premises are true, then the conclusion must follow. And we want an argument that is sound, where it actually does have true premises. We'll also cover some of the well-known forms that we're going to start to introduce these, like modus ponens, modus tollens, hypothetical syllogism, disjunctive syllogism. Some of these well-known forms you'll be introduced to, as well as some of the formal fallacies. And we'll also touch on the idea of strength and cogency. And this also is sometimes a difficult concept for students to grasp at first. But strength has to do, and cogency have to do with arguments that aren't valid, but the premises still provide probability to the truth of the conclusion. And so if an argument is strong, and we're talking about strength here, if the argument is strong, then the premises will, if all true, will probably lead to the truth of the conclusion. And cogency corresponds to soundness, as we were talking about in valid and invalid arguments. Cogency means that all the premises are true in one of these probabilistic arguments. We will have a quiz, your first quiz here, quiz 1. And what you need to know is the definitions in bold in this chapter. Find those definitions in bold in the chapter and memorize those, and your quiz will be on those. And remember, the quiz is closed book. It's not going to close on you, but it needs to be finished within a 20-minute time period.